Question everything. But the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, you know, you got a lot going on in this world. But we did a social experiment, you know, on this equality, on this unity, on this integration. And what we did was we just went around, and we should have video recorded, but we went around white folks to see how they react when we come into their structural realities of what they're doing. When we come to their parks and they're having the white privileged world going on and they're enjoying themselves in the park, and then we come 25 deep to see if they're going to stay around them and interact with us and share some of that white privilege park world enjoyment that they had. And we give it about a half an hour to an hour more, and we pretty much say they all gonna leave when we get there because they don't want to interact with us. They want to pretend on their TVs and their newses and their medias as if they mainstream medias, as if we're integrated and where you live in this equality of life. But in real reality of life, about a half an hour the whole park clears. Literally. Went down to St. Louis and stuff, to the mounds out there. And they got this one great big mound. It was tourists, white tourists everywhere, allegedly. Colonizers all over the place. But when me and my family and a few others all went up on the mound, everybody vanished. And see, and I said I was okay with that because I know who I am. You know, I know that I'm an endogenous aboriginal of America, thus standing on my ancestors' foundation when we got there. But it cleared out everybody. Wasn't nobody up there. The tourism just stopped completely, like literally. And it was so abrupt to where it was openly noticeable that no other colonizers came up there until we left. Same thing at certain restaurants. Remember, we couldn't walk into certain restaurants, so they already didn't want you there in the first place. You know, black and white water, black and white restaurants, black and white everything. And believe me, I was cool with that because at least our money circulated amongst ourselves. At least we was able to deal with our own reality of things. But also, it causes stuff like Tulsa, Oklahoma riots when you're doing too good and they're not. Let's just be real. But once again, it makes them feel uncomfortable when you come in to all colonizers establishment when it comes to a restaurant and you bring 10 Aboriginal Negroes to come eat. It makes everybody else that's not an Aboriginal Negro uncomfortable. Prejudice very thick in the air. Hatred very thick in the air. All you doing is coming to eat. But this is that reality. So with that stated, here we are on an island, and the hot tubs are filled with colonizers. So what you think we did? We said, you know what? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 hot tubs in different areas around each other. We're going to go 5, 3, 2 people deep into these hot tubs. And I guarantee that in 5 to 10 minutes, we're going to clear the hot tub and be the only Aboriginal niggas in there. Colonizers going to all leave. Every hot tub we did, you know that's exactly what happened. They got up and left. They didn't want to interact with you. They didn't want to integrate with you. It's no different from the schools that our children go to where they're dominantly under the colonizers' account when it comes to having many colonizers in a school and only a few Aboriginal Negroes in school. Do you see how them children normally being treated there? They all over it, undisputed on YouTube and many other different places, allegedly. But my point is, what is that all about, white folk? What type of prejudice or hatred that you hold in your heart to where you can't integrate? But you can come integrate yourself into a land violently and take over the land. And then turn around and pretend to not hate the people, but openly hate the people. How do that work? This is 2024. Do you ever get better with your inward hatred for people that don't do nothing to you, for people that was victimized and demonized by you? Do you ever change? Or you just lie to yourself that you changed? So that way you can feel better about yourself as you continue to crush and destroy a people that don't do pretty much nothing to you. Continue to keep a people in a position where they don't get true justice under your law that y'all call criminal law, civil law, and many other different terms you have for your laws that don't help none of the cause of what the Aboriginal Negroes have been through under your watch and under your control. What is really going on? Why do y'all separate? But you push integration on your mainstream medias and mainstream news as if we integrated. We haven't integrated. We integrated our dollars because when Reagan was in office and they tricked Martin Luther King into this integration, it was based off of the black dollar circulating 100 times before we spent it with somebody else. You don't believe me? Notice that word, belief. That ugly word of witchcraft called belief. I don't want you to. But I do want you to just look up on YouTube how to sell to a Negro. I bet you it pop up, and I bet you it'll be commercials and teachings on how to sell us product because we wouldn't buy from you. To integrate that dollar. So that way we be spending dollars with y'all, Gucci, Finley, Prada, you name it, Nike, all that stuff. We buy your stuff, but you won't come and buy our stuff. Matter of fact, you'll come in massacres and race riots and destroy all that stuff, but you won't come help rebuild it, won't come give restitution for what you've done, nor would you spend in our communities at all when it comes to integrating your dollar with us. These was all trick bags that were sold to us. This is just that reality. And I'm going to say it again. Not all colonizers are like this. But even those that ain't like this, they know there are people that are. Massively. The collective of them deal like this on a regular basis. Well, hey, let me know. Let me know why you can't stand in the hot tub or be in a hot tub together on a social platform when everybody is inclusive to be a part of the hot tub, or why you feel estranged and put back when we in the restaurants together, or when we are at the park together with you and it's a lot of us and a lot of you. Why do you feel so put back? Or when we in the swimming pools or in the beaches and it's a lot of us and a lot of you. Why do you gotta separate? What is the fear? Or is it guilt that you feel for all that you have done to our people, knowing that you ain't looking to reflect on anything that you've done and definitely ain't willing to bring justice to what you have done, so you'll rather turn away? Well, I don't know. And I just don't get it. But that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.